know, there was an interlude to a song back in 1999 called 1999. It was by Common. And Talib Kweli, he said some very, very ill shit at the beginning of that song. He said, "The sun don't chill." As you can see, it's foggy as fuck right now. It's just before about 7:15, and the fogginess is symbolic of what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the sun don't chill, ever. Now, when I was a young dude, I remember when that song came out, and that shit was so pathetic to me. I was like 15, and I even changed my AOL name to The Sun Don't Chill. D-A, Sun Don't Chill, you know, S-U-N chill. And that was my name. And for me, what it symbolizes is, nigga, you can't ever stop hustling. Don't ever stop hustling, man. You gotta get out here and get to this motherfucking bag, bruh. Nigga, you gotta get to this motherfucking money. You gotta get to this health. You dig? Them mornings you wake up, you don't feel like going to the gym. Nigga, the sun ain't gonna stop. You feel me? The sun and the moon ain't gonna stop coming up and coming down because your ass is scared. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody out here getting it. It's somebody out here getting it. It's somebody out here building a legacy. And you laying in your bed, scared to live. That ain't it, bruh. That ain't it. And this is something I need to hear myself. So I'm talking to myself too. You know, I've had a very interesting year. Very interesting year. Very life-altering year. You know, I've had people in my life that started to disappear. I've had people in my life get sick. I've had people in my life start to degenerate. I've had people in my life move away. I've had people in my life become friends. I've had people come into my life. I've had people leave my life. I've had my business. My business has evolved. And I've had to revert back a little bit because it might have grew a little too fast. So maybe I need to go back to the nuts and bolts and see what happened, because growth too fast is a thing. You don't want your business to grow too fast, you know, that you don't even have the bandwidth for. But even still, no matter what's going on in my life, yesterday, I had a terrible day yesterday. I remember I came to the gym, you know, and I'm trying as I get older to really, really study the practices of Seneca and Marcus Aurelius and become more stoic and not let certain people in my life dictate my mood to where I become depressed or I become agitated or any of that type of shit, right? That's what I'm trying to do as I mature, as I get older. But there's certain people in your life, no matter what, when they say certain shit, it's gonna hit concrete. And I'm realizing that I used to, back in the past, certain people would say things and it would knock me off my square. Knock me off my square, have me out here fucked up in the game. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday, I laid in it. You know, I tried to work yesterday and I had zero, motivation. Even somebody as productive as me, somebody that options trades, somebody that owns 3 different ventures, has 7 different streams. I have days where I just don't want to do shit. And I was burnt out yesterday. But I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. and I said, you know what? I'm going to beat the sun to the gym. And the sun really don't come out until I leave the gym. I'm leaving the gym now at 7:15. I got here at fucking 6:40, 6 o'clock this morning. I got a good workout in. And as I walk outside, you can see the fog. And then the sun's going to break through this shit because the sun don't chill. No matter what's going on in your life, my nigga, the sun is always going to break through the clouds at some point. It may feel like you got a hurricane in your life, man. This fog might be thick as hell. You know what I mean? You might have that London, that San Francisco fog in your life, man. And you just feel like a haze, just low-hanging haze in your life. But you know what? The sun is going to break through that motherfucker at some point. The sun is going to break through that motherfucker at some point. You know what I'm saying? So you got to always move forward. Don't ever look backwards, man. And that's one of the hardest things for me. I like to look backwards. That's a big flaw of mine, looking backwards, looking at how simple shit used to be. You know what I mean? The older you get, the more progressive you get, the harder life becomes. The life becomes harder not because, it's not a monetary thing, but life becomes harder because you have more responsibility. I got people looking out for me. I got employees that I have to take care of. I got to make sure payroll is in. I got to make sure my wife is taken care of. I got to make sure that I'm taken care of. That's a lot of responsibility. And a lot of you talking about you're a boss. You want to be a boss. You're not meant for this shit. You're not. You need to just keep your little job, because I know a lot of y'all look on Instagram. You look here on YouTube and you see these niggas taking trips to Bali, and these niggas taking trips to Indonesia, and these niggas driving Rolls Royce trucks, but you don't see those nights where you done had a bad quarter and you got to use your last reserves to pay payroll. You don't know what that feel like. You don't know what it feel like to be your business count go all the way down to zero, and you got to pay your VA with your credit card because you ain't got it, because you had a couple of clients not pay you. I've been there before. Do you want that life? And even still, you got to wake up in those days you want to just lay in a bed and just kind of like, fuck, man, I just want to lay in bed and listen to music all day and be sad and all that shit. Fuck all that. The sun don't chill. The sun is always, whether you can see it or not, the sun is right there, and it's going to break right through them fucking clouds. It's going to break through those clouds. Are you ready? Are you progressively ready? Don't ever lay down, bro. One thing championship boxers are taught is no matter what, get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, you done seen that man get destroyed. He got up back on his feet. Earl Spence got back on his feet. See, a lot of you niggas could have never been boxers because you so worried about getting laughed at. But life is boxing. Some fights, you're going to dominate. You're going to knock a motherfucker out in the first round. In some fights, you're going to get knocked on your ass. But are you going to get back up? Or are you going to cry like a bitch? You feel me? You have to have the fucking thick skin of a rhinoceros out here. You got to have the thick skin of a motherfucking Major League Baseball pitcher that's getting rocked. You're getting fucking rocked. You dig? You so used to striking out 7, 8 niggas a game. Your ERA is 1.5. And now you in the motherfucking playoffs and you getting rocked. It's 7-0, but you got to keep pitching. You can't show it on your face. You got to have that type of confidence. I'm going to come back around. The sun don't chill, man. So no matter what's going on in your life, trust and believe. If you're in a hot streak right now, it's going to slow. It's going to slow. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I've had many hot streaks and I've had many slumps. Just don't let your slump knock your confidence. Don't let your slump last too fucking long. Go back to the mechanics. Go back to what used to work in the beginning. You feel me? Quit resting on your laurels. Sun don't chill.